said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz with this pink stuff is on tummy. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the London Bulldogs and the Houston Texans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Singletary.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 26 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And a London first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Past the 20. This one caught by Davis. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bulldogs 7, Texans nothing.
First and 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down now. It's Taylor, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And here comes the Texans now. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now, a nice job on the return there. 16 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On second down, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
They'll take over first down and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jordan Brooks, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Complete to
Dawson Knox, 64 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down there. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. He's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. And he's He's got his man in stride, complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Houston. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. I hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 41, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Allen's throw is complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run once more with Taylor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Allen's going to keep it on the option. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Fumbled on the play.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Down and 6 yards to go.
To throw on third down, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Watson looks to throw again. Throws right side, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a first down throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
The ball carrier. He's brought down by Tre'Davious White. A 1-yard gain.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So give him. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right. Side kick, they didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Short throw to Dissly. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
38.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get the